You know what I've realized about most of my episode 1 episodes that I do for LP? I'm never like one to figure out what else I'm gonna be. I'm never one to figure out what I'm gonna say throughout the entire thing, and I just ramble on and become nervous. And it's like the second episode I become a little bit more focused in what I do. Well, that might break today. Anyway, hello everyone. My name's Ultra Ultimus. Welcome back to Ape Escape on the Loose for the PSP. And I may not say that the entire time, I'll just say Ape Escape on the Loose, just for short of it. So yeah, welcome back. In the last part, we finished 2 levels. We got to the introduction of the entire game, and now we're gonna go do either a couple more levels, or just 1 level, and then, what do you call it, something else, I don't know. Anyway, I think we're supposed to... No? We don't get a new gadget? Anyway, yeah, I kind of want to talk more about this particular character. Like, is there more story to her, Charu? Because I don't think, like, I've ever seen anything about her, like, other than just a few, like, words here and there. There's nothing, like, mentioned about her. And she does help you at the end, in this game, only in this game, by the way. She helps a lot in that aspect to where she helps you do a couple of things, so I don't know exactly why you don't really, like, what do you call it, learn too much about, like, oh, like, what exactly happens to her, or anything. Like, what happens to her? Like, does she just disappear? She's never used? That's kind of a little bit, like, mean. Because, like, for all intents purposes, she's helpful to your, oh, come on. Stupid monkey. She's helpful to your, cause in the sense to where she tells you what to do. And she's helpful enough to where she helps you in a specific part of the story. So I'm kind of, so I don't know. It feels kind of like bad that she just gets like shafted in this game. In other games afterwards, she's like, oh hey, we had this character who was supposed to be important, but we decided, we're gonna forget about her. And there's like this specific picture in Ape Escape like 2, which you can unlock that shows Charu next to Natalie, who I'm assuming they decided to say, hey, since Natalie was somewhat underused, let's use her instead as the main girl in Ape Escape 2. And then we'll use a third girl that, you know, and then we'll make Natalie not really important anymore in the third game. And just make it, what's her name? Yumi, a playable character, or whatever her name is in Japanese. By the way, I am in fact going to refer to all the characters by their by their American names. And yes, I know that's kind of stupid, or certain people don't like that, but I really don't care, honestly, because in all honesty, I prefer the American names of like some of the characters, like Spike. Well, not Spike, like Jake, who's Spike's companion. Because like Buzz sounds kind of weird to me. I don't know. I believe like Spike. What do you call it? I believe like Jake sounds more of an actual appropriate nickname for like a rival type of character. Although I could be wrong about that. Dang it. Go. And I think it works better than like, what do you call it, Jake or Spike or what do you call it, something else like that. And this is why I kind of want to make the episodes a little longer, because this episode was only like 4 minutes at best. Even with the loading screens, I will play the loading screens for this episode just to show you exactly how short it is. Thanks, Natalie. Wait, did they ever say her name either? Because they only said the professor's name. But anyway, that's my feelings towards Charu. That's really all I wanted to say. But there's another thing that I noticed that I really kind of don't feel like completely like, oh, crud about. It's like some of the other stuff, like gameplay mechanics here and there. Oh yeah, and for those of you curious as to what do you call it? Like, I did say something in the beginning, like something in the first episode that I didn't really talk about, and I'm done on my whole Charu tangent. I don't know too much about Charu. I don't really like say, oh, the character's my favorite, because I don't know the character too much. But Charu in specifically, I like that character in particular that I just want to talk about Charu is a odd one, so that's all I just wanted to say. But in the last episode, I talked about what do you call it? Oh wait,
Spike, a new gadget is almost ready.
it's done. You mean?
This monkey radar will help you track the little beasts.
Hey, there's.
Try it out in the training facility before you beam out.
All right.
Remember, if you fail to clear the training level, you won't be able to advance to the next level. Good luck.
Seems kind of counterproductive there, Professor. Again. But also, come on, they aren't just beasts. They're people too. You know, they're people too. You know. You know, they're people too. So you know, you don't have to. What do you call it? They're living creatures too. You don't have to be so mean to them. And no, I'm not a vegan. I'm just saying. And that's how you use the monkey radar. You just press the button and let it like search for monkeys instead of letting like your self-controller. But it's fine. If you get a monkey and have a clear sight on them, you can get a picture image and read stats on the monkeys. I'll show that in a bit. But the one thing I did want to talk about that I did mention in the first episode was that the fact that people. Oh wait.
Spike, the age you are heading to now is called the Age of Mystery, and it took place after the dinosaurs became extinct.
Okay.
Humans were probably not around during that period.
Ha.
But evidence of some kind of civilization has been confirmed.
Okay.
If the monkeys didn't have a hand in it, it'd be the discovery of the century.
Uh.
I'd really love to investigate it, but finding the monkeys is our top priority now. True, as you probably realized, approaching them while lying low or hiding so they're unaware of you often makes it easier to catch them. Essentially, you'll probably be harder for them to spot when you hit the ground or stay motionless, as opposed to when you're standing or moving. Hope you find that advice helpful. Now go get 'em, Spike.
Oh wait, I forgot there was another cutscene. Never mind.
So, how are my little lab rats doing today? My name is Spectre.
See, better voice
I'm
actor.
the ruler of a new world and the leader of a new age of Homo sapiens.
Ha! Nice joke.
Hey, you're that ape we just saw. What the heck is going on?
Spectre, aren't you that little monkey who used to perform tricks at the park?
What? You mean that cute little white monkey everyone loved to come and see?
Ah, yes, that's right. But that was me in a time gone by. And now, I am blessed with supreme intellect and unlimited strength.
Thanks, Professor.
All thanks to you and your Peak Point helmet.
It's P point.
All
Not
right,
peak.
Spectre, now you listen to me. Peak point helmets, like
Peak.
the one you've managed to get your claws on, can tap into one's innate abilities and make them inordinately more powerful.
It's supposed to make them smarter.
You are using an unfinished model, which can be extremely dangerous. I'm serious now, Spectre. Hand it over at once. At once!
Unfinished? That's still one incredible invention. Anyway, you're too late. We've already started working on a special new version to make me even stronger.
Isn't it the one you're wearing right now? Seriously.
Anyway, I've started beaming my monkey legions and monster minions to all periods of time.
Oh, so those things are your
to
creatures.
Rewrite the entire history of the planet as ruled by man. Thus will I conquer the world. Make no mistake, anyone in my way will be completely obliterated.
What the heck is he talking about? Spike's gonna capture all of your fuzzy friends in a flash. Right, Spike?
Why are you looking at me?
Spike, I prepared a very special friend for you to play with.
Jake!
Prefer that name. Than Buzz.
I knew I'd meet you again someday to settle our old scores. Watch out, you'll get yours sure as night follows day, so we can set the record straight.
Why is Jake over there? What's happened to him? How did he change so completely? Jake! Snap out of it! Jake! Can you hear me?
It's no use, Natalie. Spectre probably has him under his control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Correctamundo, my good professor. This is not the Jake that you used to know. No. He's been completely reborn. Anyway, my little specimens, I'm sure you'll do your utmost to entertain me. Hasta la vista, babies.
Okay, you are not Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll tell you that much, kid. Or monkey, as it were. I don't know. Really quick about that cutscene, it's like... This is like one of the few reasons people didn't like this game. And that's something I do want to talk about, this game, like how people didn't like it. In all honesty, I thought the remake of this game was good, and in all honesty did like a couple of things right. Such as making the game look prettier, having the game's, they call it the core mechanics, about almost the same. Like what do you call it, the graphics definitely look better than the original. Voice acting, like I said, is definitely better compared to the original. But the one thing that everyone didn't like, that I can sort of, like, understand, is the whole, is this, basically. This is one of the few things people didn't like. Oh, I gotta hold it. Right, okay. Oh, this is something the monkey radar can also do. You can zoom in on monkeys, look at them, and figure out what they do. And basically get a heads up as to what exactly they do. Or what exactly they are. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What do you call it? I didn't mind the whole control scheme, and that was basically one of the few things. Another reason, I remember one reason in particular for one person that didn't like this game was because of the voice acting. And in all honesty, I can understand some of it, but most of the other voice actors do well of a job. Not greatly, but better in comparison to the original game. As much as some people don't like that. And I can understand why some people didn't like the voice actor of this game, or at least the voice actors of this game in some particular ways. For those of you curious as to who the voice actor for the other people are, I'm not sure, I forget. All I do know is the voice actor... Oh, dang it. Okay. All I do know is that the voice actor for, what do you call it? Come on. Come on. Darn you! Anyway, where was I? The voice actors of these games are pretty good, and I remember one person who didn't like the voice actor of this game because it was Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And in all honesty, I can understand where this person is coming from. The voice actor for Billy is very, very apparent in this voice, like, what do you call it, in this general, like, playthrough. I can hear Billy a lot in some cases, especially when he talks. I don't hear Spike talk a lot, and all I hear is grunts and yells from him, so I can't fully well say, hey, what do you call it? Most of the time I'm hearing Billy, like from Billy Adventures of Billy and Mandy. But it's, like, what do you call it? It's a decent attempt at a different voice actor, at least. It's not like a, what do you call it, remarkable voice, because I've heard Billy in Zim too much to where I've heard it a lot. To be fair... Okay, come... Okay. Okay. There we go. You had a gun, monkey. You had a gun. You did not use it at all. Anyway, this is another reason why people didn't like this game, the control scheme, because, let me tell you, the PSP had only one analog stick in which you can control the entire, like, some movements. It had, what do you call it? It also had a, button scheme, like directional buttons, like the buttons you use on the left side of the screen, which in this game are used to move the camera around, you know, up, down, left, and right, left, right, wait, no, this is left, that's right, okay, you get my point. That's basically the control schemes for the buttons, and that was basically it for, like, anyone who, like, who played the game. That's basically all that is. And in all honesty, I always thought the control scheme was, what do you call it, the original Ape Escape was kind of okay, but in certain parts it really didn't work. Like, for example, in the original Ape Escape you use 2 analog sticks to control. But in this game you don't have 2 analog sticks, so you have to control it with one being the D-pad and the other one being a, well, the D-pad's used for, what do you call it, a basic movement. Oh god, catfish, catfish, catfish. Anyway, you have to use the analog stick in order to... basically, the control scheme for Ape Escape on the Loose is not that great, and I will admit, it's a bit clanky here and there. But I've gotten used to it to where, it's not too bad, at least to me. Classic slacker goof-off. Fox. God dang it, Fox. You're supposed to be go saving the galaxy from a giant monkey head. And I know you're a monkey, and that makes it, like, kind of dumb, but you get my point. You're supposed to be helping a frog, a falcon, and a rabbit, or another fox, depending on the timeline. So I say, get down! Get down! Okay, that's another thing you have to do. In this game, you have to control what you do by simply... Oh, what the... Okay. Oh. Okay. You control what you do by using the... what do you call it? Using the buttons themselves. In the original game, you just had to press the face buttons like X, square, triangle, circle, mainly to obtain, what do you call it, in order to select your gadget. In this game, if you press the button, it selects your gadget, and it makes you do the action for it. That's why if you press down the, what do you call it, the square button where the radar is, that'll make the radar start doing the whole, you know, radar thing right here. It'll start trying to look for monkeys automatically. And that's something, another part of the game that people didn't like, because it's a bit, how do I put it? Not too great in controls. And I can understand where that comes from, honestly, because it can be a bit, like, difficult to control the stick and, like, the camera at the same time in some control schemes. But so far, I haven't had that much difficulty doing it. I just don't really think it's the best. Wait, hold on. Let me check something. Okay, yep, there's a big barracuda. I think that fish is hostile, so don't trust it. I think that fish is hostile. I'm not sure. But let's move on. Okay, yeah, the rowboat in this game is definitely easier than in the original game. That much I can tell you. In all honesty, my opinions on the Ape Escape, like, remake, the PS port, this PSP port, I think it's fine. I think it's alright. I think it's pretty fun, honestly. It's not great. It's definitely better in terms of graphics and music, because I say music, it's better in music because it's only slightly better in music because the sound of the music sounds a little bit more better in this game than it does in, like, Ape Escape, the original one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because maybe it's more updated, maybe it sounds more open, free, stuff like that. I don't know. All I do know is that the music in this game is, just like the original, is still pretty good, honestly. I like it. Oh, let's get to something that's kind of cool, honestly. And might as well end the episode off with this. Let me see. Can I forgot. How do I... here we go. Let me... Metal Gear stuff. Hopefully, I can sneak behind. Wah! Okay, whoa. No, no, no! Wow. And this is how you, by the way, this is like one of the mini bosses in the game that, or sort of mini bosses that you deal with in this game. That really don't do much, and they're a bit difficult to deal with. And all you really have to do is hit this thing weirdly twice or something. This is a boxing plant for some reason. And for some reason the monkey's able to control it by simply going inside of it. I always found it kind of weird, but in all honesty, I'm gonna do some of these stuff some the hard way. Mainly because I want to get, like, through it. And it's fun, it's more fun to actually, beat some of these enemies than actually, like, capture the monkeys at times. It's cool at least to deal with the monkey, at least a bit, and fight off that thing, because it's kind of cool, honestly. No, you don't. I'm gonna lead you. I'm gonna lead you, you little monkey. But anyway, my feelings towards the remake, or the game I'm playing right now, Ape Escape on the Loose, is that I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay. Voice acting, music, graphics-wise, it's okay. Controls, it is a bit hard to, you know, get used to, but I've gotten used to it. To a point where I think it's alright, honestly. And I guess I could suggest playing it only if you want, like, the best graphics, technically, out of the first game. And the best, like, visual stuff. If you want just fun, then I suggest playing the original game. Trust me, I'm not saying the original is bad. I'm just saying I think playing the remake is a bit better in some regards. I'll play the original, trust me. I will play the original on my channel, I will. But that's for a later date. And anyway guys, that's about it for Ape Escape on the Loose for now. I'll see you guys next time for the next video. I think I'll be doing those last 2 levels of that final world, and then I don't know how I'm going to be splitting up the rest of the episodes, but I know they're going to be pretty long after this, I guess. But anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And stay tuned for more Ape Escape on the Loose. Well, I'll see y'all next time for the next video. Until then, sayonara my bots.